CaveFam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Wednesday. We're almost there, y'all. Almost there. Finish strong, though. Make sure you guys finish strong. I'm not going to hold you guys up too long. We got a good reaction today. Before we get into the reaction, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, y'all. It helps the channel out tremendously. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that thumbs up. But hey, you know my slogan. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the reaction. All right, here we go, y'all. Creepy TikTok compilation that's going to question the reality. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy. I'm not sipping on nothing today. Let's get into the reaction.
Oh, we got another one over here. What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's he at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it.
See, that's creepy. Like, if it was dolphins, wouldn't they be breaching the water? You know, they kind of come in and out of the water, dolphins. But the thing that's creepy is the screaming at the end, right? If you're in the forest, it could be an owl, a crazy animal out there, right? But in the ocean, the animals live underwater, right? They don't make noises outside of water, really. So that'd be creepy. The water is very humbling, y'all. Look at this. Look at this next clip. Look at this. Imagine kayaking in the river, got a nice fishing pole, enjoying a nice Sunday, and you see that in your distance.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
God, guys. Oh my god.
Why is she frozen? Bro, I'm tripping.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? There's nothing.
Fucking glitch. It's a simulation, you guys.
See, that was legit, unless they were all in on it. But if you look at the people in the background, like, they were all looking at it too. So that's what makes me think, like, that
simulation,
was,
you guys.
Look at everybody else, like that little kid. His legs do switch.
Estoy loco. Estoy loco. La, 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 la.
You guys see that shadow? Where? Where are the clouds? Where are the clouds?
Headless horseman.
You see it! You see it! It had arms. No, those are arms.
Oh my god! Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's a
that's
real person.
No,
nothing
those
like
are arms now.
nothing like some ghost
No,
hunting.
those are arms. No, those are arms.
If you go out looking for some, you're gonna find it eventually. Keep
No,
knocking on that
no.
door.
I don't care.
They're
Those
gonna
are
open
arms.
it.
Yeah, I put the other hat on, I see it. That's fucking orange.
This photo was taken by hikers in Bolivia. Initially, it just looks like an attractive shot.
See, why does she say she's looking at me? Right? Listen to her. She says she, like,
I see it.
listen.
That's fucking orange.
This
She's looking at me. You know what? I've had a ghost story where I was working, picking up specimens out of lockboxes, right? Everything's closed, so it's like 10 o'clock at night, going to get lockboxes, right? Get the blood out, take it to the lab. And I was driving down, a straightaway, and I saw there's like a garbage can because the lockbox was around the back of the building. So the garbage can's right here, and then there's a walkway. So the garbage can had like a concrete, brick wall around it. And I was driving down, like it's a straight way to get there, and I saw someone peek their head around the corner and then peek back. And I don't know why, but I just knew it was a girl. I didn't see no face. She was wearing a gray hoodie. I didn't see no face. I didn't see no long hair. I just knew it was a girl. I don't know why. Some just told. I just knew it. So that's probably that girl. She's looking at me like she just knows because all you see is a dark figure in there. You don't see no features, but she just knew. It's kind of crazy how your mind and it's just connected, y'all, with the spiritual world and all that. So that was kind of interesting.
photo was taken by hikers in Bolivia. Initially, it just looks like an attractive shot of the surrounding area, but something odd can be spotted on the other side of the lake. Zooming in closer, there appears to be a semi-transparent creature walking along the edge of the water. We can see that the creature resembles the gray alien, with elongated arms and legs, a rounded head, with large bulbous eyes. The creature seems to be semi-transparent and doesn't have a reflection, so is this some kind of interdimensional creature, or just an elaborate hoax?
See, we're going to have to get into a little more of the missing 411 cases. I love some missing 411. I want the books so bad, but they're super expensive. But yeah, I love some missing 411. Let me know down below if you guys want me to go into some missing 411 cases in our national forest.
Until today, I had no idea that these roamed the United States at all. Apparently, up until a few days ago, we didn't even know that there was more than one in the United States. But, surprise! We got a second Mondo burger walking around Arizona. There was a big jaguar walking around Arizona, spotted. I think they named him El Jefe. And he was MIA for 7 years. Hell, I think they saw him late last year. And then they started tracking another one, and it's a different breed of jag as well, which is just terrifying, like completely terrifying. I mean, that's a big cat. I think that thing could take a bear. That thing could take a bear down, which was, I think, our biggest predator in the United States, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that thing could, if it was let loose in Alaska, it could probably survive. It could probably take down a polar bear with its stealth, I just can't believe these things are in the United States. I mean, just thinking like the Amazon, jungles of India, Indonesia. I guess I didn't think United States was cool enough to house such a sick ass cat. I don't know. This thing is no joke. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide yourself, hide your trash. They're not probably eating trash. They're way too classy. Definitely hide your kids. It's probably more into that kind of vibe.
Now, they ain't going to take down a polar bear. And I don't want to sound dumber than her, but I don't even think polar bears are in Alaska. They're in the Arctic, right? Alaska's got grizzlies and brown bears. But it couldn't take a grizzly, couldn't take a polar bear or a brown bear, which is the same as a grizzly pretty much. But it could take a black bear. I know that for sure. They are killing black bears out in Arizona. But that's terrifying, y'all. I do a lot of hiking. I'm not in Arizona no more, but I did a lot of hiking and running. My worst nightmare was coming in contact with the mountain lion or now a jaguar, right? But I always run with a pocket knife, a real good pocket knife, because I hear too many stories. I go down YouTube rabbit holes about mountain lion encounters, and they say when you're getting attacked, your primal instincts, like they just kick in. It's like kill or be killed. And this one dude just got a rock and he said he beat the hell out of it. Like, it's crazy how our caveman tactics come back when it's crunch time, right? He grabbed a rock and was just pounding on his head until he killed it. So ever since I've seen those videos, I'm like, I just got me a nice pocket knife on Amazon. And, I run with that. Just never had to pull it out on any once on a coyote, right? He was in the distance coming towards me. I just pulled it out. I backed up and like kind of went the other way and I never saw him again. But better to be caught with it than with.
Mind-blowing, a 7th grader spent her summer building a presidential family tree, and she discovered that every single United States president, with the exception of one, were all related. And all of them, every single one of them, are descendants of one single person, the former King of England, John Lackland, who signed the Magna Carta in 1215. Nobody had put this together before because most genealogists only focused on the male side of the family. But she went ahead and put together the male and female lineage of every single president and discovered that every one of them are related, except for Martin Van Buren. This is something that definitely makes you look at the big picture a little bit differently. Check this out.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, William Howard Taft, and President Barack Obama. One young girl traced them all back to one common ancestor.
They're all cousins and all grandsons of John Lackland.
It's the first family tree of its kind, pouring through more than 500,000 names for months. 12-year-old Bridge Ann d'Avignon discovered that all the U.S. presidents, except Martin Van Buren, are related to the former King of England, John Lackland Plantagenet.
Mildred Reed is his first great-grandmother on George Washington. Obama, Mildred Reed, is the 10th great-grandmother.
She started with George Washington, but unlike other professional genealogists that only looked at the male family lines, Bridge Ann was able to link the
That girl went
together
deep as hell.
using both male and female ancestry.
That's
Before
funny.
this, historians had only been able to link 22 family trees.
Let me see your.
That little girl's going places, but I mean, we already knew that, right? It's kind of old news. We knew they were all related. Now, I didn't know they were related to one of the kings of England. I don't know if it was the first king of England or what, but I mean, they're picked, right? They have to be picked. I wonder if Trump is related, right? Maybe that's why they're hating him so much, because he's not part of the bloodline of the presidents. Could be a thing to look into. But yeah, but I see so many celebrities like Bruno Mars hanging out with, was it Prince when he was a little kid? And like, it makes me think like they're just industry plants. Like, who hangs out with Prince when he's a little kid? And that's not just him. I see so many like football stars, like they were hanging out with the star football players when they were young, and like it's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, have you ever hung out with a famous celebrity like that when you were a little kid? Like, so it just makes me think like they're picked from a young age. Like, you're gonna be, Bruno Mars when you get older. You're gonna be, Larry Fitzgerald when you're older. You're gonna be, all these celebrities that were when they were young, they were always in that crowd of, celebrities. So it's kind of crazy.
Best moose impression.
Check this out.
Swimming in the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot. Hold it.
Continental drift. There's someone who looked at the shape of South America and the shape of Africa on a map and said, wait, that looks like it fits. But there's a whole ocean between them. Did these land masses once connect? Let's test this. Well, what might you do? You say, if they once connected, might there be fossils in common on both shores, even though there's an ocean between them? So you look, the fossils match, and other things start matching, but wait a minute, how the hell is land gonna move on a solid surface? No one had any idea about this. So it just sort of stayed there on the shelf, because even though this was intriguing evidence, it wasn't enough to convince everybody. And so what happens after the Second World War? Well, during, we're mapping the bottom of the Atlantic, so the subs know where to hide and where to go. And in the center of the Atlantic, there's a ridge. Oh my gosh, there's a split. It's separating in the middle of the Atlantic. Once that was declassified and published, we had the mechanism and all the data fit.
Chinese government or Chinese nationals buying.
He gets hated on a lot, but I love some Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know why. I know a lot of people say he's part of the agenda, whatever, but I can't. I like him. He makes learning, he dumps it down for people like me, right? He don't use big words, and he dumbs it down for the normal person.
Farmland, and I've got a map, if I can find it, of where they're buying this land. And it's around U.S. military installations. They're buying up land around U.S. military installations. And so when you look at the amount of land that they're buying, it's not all that much. I mean, it's a lot of land, but given as much land as there is, it's like maybe less than 1%. But when you look at it strategically around military installations, it's really concerning.
Scary ghost ship sightings. Hundreds of abandoned boats from North Korea wash up on Japanese and Russian coastlines each year. Some of the vessels contain the crew's remains, but they're usually just a pile of bones. These ghost ships are thought to be a result of North Korea fishermen becoming lost at sea and dying from malnutrition or other weather exposure. The ships are typically old and lack strong engines. I mean, it's from North Korea. They're pretty much still living in the 1980s though. However, after an investigation was done, they found that these boats were actually sent out from China as a way for them to fish illegally in North Korean waters, which completely violates the UN sanctions.
Sure. I mean, do you honestly believe that our government officials, president included, want what's best for the United States?
I believe, honestly, that our officials want what's best for preserving the United States government. That's what I believe. I do not believe that the senators and congresspeople that we vote for, maybe in their first or second term, they care about their constituents, but once they become career politicians, they care about their career. They don't care about us anymore. The president doesn't care about the people. The president cares about preserving the American government.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Sean Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that
That's weird. Hand me a magnifying glass. Which one? 5X. Look at the belt buckle on the Robin Hood peanut butter label. It's the same symbol as the dot over the I in Jiffy. It's even on Union Brand, America's first peanut butter.
Where?
In President Peanut's monocle.
That's just his eye.
Look closer. Curiouser and curiouser. We've got to get to the bottom of this mystery. It's deeper than that, sir. Look, every jar of peanut butter has this same symbol on it. I think there might be some kind of conspiracy.
That's ridiculous. Turn in your paper or face the consequences.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to follow this through.
Yes?
I'm afraid we've got some chocolate in our peanut butter.
And I have some questions about a weird symbol I found on peanut butter jars. It's probably nothing, but...
No! It's like this huge, huge thing! It's time the truth came out. Come see me at 3 o'clock. And be careful. They're watching you.
The symbol! This is the monocle!
Steve Smith, you need to come with us.
Why?
You want a free air conditioner.
Awesome!
Don't even think about running.
What are you talking about? Why are these people chasing me?
You stumbled upon the most dangerous secret in American history. Now they want you to pay for it. With your life.
The Illuminati?
That's who's chasing us. A secret society dedicated to concealing this truth at all costs. This is their mysterious symbol.
The peanut in the pyramid!
Oh yeah, I guess that is what it is.
What would you have done on September the 12th, 2001? What would you have done if you'd been president?
What would I have done?
Yeah.
I would have done a legitimate investigation to find out what exactly happened on 9/11. How did they know who did this so quickly like they did Lee Harvey Oswald? How quick they knew Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy.
Because the people who did it were identified and we knew who they were.
Well, then why couldn't we have stopped them beforehand if they were identified and we knew who they were?
It was a failure of intelligence. Everyone's accepted
No, it
that.
wasn't. We knew before with Condoleezza Rice's memo on August 6th when it stated right in the memo bin Laden to steal planes and run them into buildings. And more stuff is coming out now also, how much the Bush administration ignored the intelligence. It was almost like they ignored it because they wanted it to happen.
Oh, come off it, Jesse.
No, not oh, come off it. Wait a minute. Every war fought starts with a false flag operation.
You can't, in all seriousness, sit there and try and make anybody.
Okay, let me ask you this, Piers. Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. How much studying have you actually done of 9/11 other than what the government's told you and what mainstream media has told you? I've been studying it 4 years.
I was editor of a national newspaper.
I've talked to people.
Wait a minute. Depth every day for 5-6 months.
Really?
So I know a lot about it.
Well,
and one
then
thing
how
I do
come?
know is,
let me ask you this then.
You cannot say that any member of the Bush administration knew it was going to happen or wanted it to happen. It's a ridiculous thing to say.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about your BBC. I have a tape of a BBC reporter broadcasting directly back to England talking about a third building has collapsed, World Trade Center Building 7, talks for 7 minutes. All the while she's talking, World Trade Center Building 7 is still standing right behind her. It didn't fall for another half hour, yet they were doing a pre-broadcast back to England that, yes, it's true,
you need to
that
take a
this
break
building fell and it hadn't fallen yet.
If you're trying to make out the British Broadcasting Company, one of the most respected news organisations in the world, was inventing huge buildings falling over, you need to have a break, Jesse. We'll come back after the break and we'll talk about Israel and Iran.
Are you kidding me? This is a fact, my friend.
This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this. You don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. I can't give you shit. You can't give him shit. I can give you ideas. At the end of the day, when I was losing weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold, because it was Indiana, November when it started. I was miserable. This is your new life. Take it or leave it.
There you go, K-Fam. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you want it, it's all in your hands, right? At the end of the day, you control your own destiny. I really believe, you do. You have the choice of, are you going to wake up at 5 a.m. or are you going to go back to sleep in that warm bed? Are you going to go to the gym or are you going to skip it today? Are you going to eat, a piece of meat instead of a pizza? It's, at the end of the day, it's all in your hands if you want to go where you want to go. And that's the beautiful thing, and that's the scary thing, right? You can get old and not hit your goals that you had in life, and guess what? Guess whose fault it is? It's your own damn fault, right? So each one way is beautiful. It can go a beautiful way that you control it. At the end of the day, no one else controls your destiny. Or it can be a terrifying thing that when you get older, you realize, like, damn, I had control this whole time. But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you made it this far, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And once again, hit that like button, y'all. I appreciate it. It helps the channel grow tremendously. You guys have no idea how much it spreads the video out. But this is Segovia signing out of the man cave. No fish yet. My light comes in tomorrow, so in Friday's video, it should be nice and bright back there. I'm signing out of the man cave, y'all. I don't got much else to say. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'll be sipping on something on Friday, so make sure you guys get an ice cold beverage to sip on with me. I'll see you guys then. Later.